Never a bird that had such a tiny connection at this end.
The clue is small and rare.
It was basically the first bird fossil, first useful bird fossil that had been found in more than 100 years in that area.
And it's enough to crack a big case, the discovery of a penguin-like bird species that lived about 25 million years ago.
And it had flippers like a penguin, right, as opposed to wings, which is why that drawing is the shape that it is.
It's a big deal. It's just adding to the breadth of knowledge in the scientific world.
A family found the fossilized bird bone near this Sooke beach. They brought it to researchers at the Royal BC Museum, who spent the last 2 years figuring out what it is.
This is the stone that it came out of. It's a piece of sandstone.
Lead researcher Gary Kaiser thought it belonged to the cormorant family at first, until he got a tip.
When Junya told me there weren't any fossil cormorants in the North Pacific, and my Japanese friends, hey, he's much more knowledgeable than I am about fossil birds. And he immediately said, no, you should look at something else, because cormorants would be very unusual.
Kaiser says it's part of a long-extinct family of flightless birds. It was likely the size of a large duck and ate small fish.
This bone is broken off partway down from the tip, and there's a flat area. And this, to me, tells me that it's a juvenile bird. It wasn't an adult bird. It had just come out of the nest, because that part of the bone doesn't harden up until the bird's quite old.
He's calling it Stemix and Tokum.
I really wanted to tie it to the fact that it came from the Sooke area. And so I used the First Nations word for a long-necked black duck.
The small fossil could go on display in the new year, a relic from a distant world that has miraculously survived. Yvonne Raymond, CTV News, Victoria.